angels are telling me that somebody has a very, very soft spot for you when it comes to just you and not anyone else. Like, this is somebody who gives you a completely different energy than they give anyone else in the world. Like, it's the moment that they see you, they just turn to mush. Like, their heart goes soft, their mind goes slack, and they're like, my God, who is this beauty? Who is this creature? This is somebody who does their best to hold it together, somebody who is honestly quite skilled at holding together in social situations, in their friendships, in their workplace, but when it comes to you, no, they just can't. This came out in a reading more recently. I'm not going to deny the very apparent victory energy coming through here. This person, listen, this is long-term commitment. This is like they see it all with you. This is somebody who has a very strong desire to commit to you, and you're going to know what that feels like because they're going to show up in the little ways with this big energy. Okay, so 6 is also a symbol of closing out cycles, starting new cycles. Roses could be significant for you as well. It just feels like Spirit is encouraging you to soften into this love connection a little bit. Allow yourself to believe in the possibility that this could actually be long-term commitment, because this is a pretty strong confirmation that it is. You have a lot of support around you at this time, a lot of spiritual support, like even I'm being told specific family members on the other side are guiding you closer into this love connection with this person because they see how good they are. This person might even remind you of like a past grandfather or a very special relationship that you always really admired. This person gives the energy, like this person kind of gives grandpa energy, I'm not gonna lie. Or just in the way that like they are able to be strong when needed. Like they're able to be very logical, very grounded. And they're also able to be very free, very playful, and very soft with you. So you're going to be getting a very healthy mix of the two. But I'm telling you, this person does not show this side of themselves to anyone else. Like you are getting a one-of-one with this person. You are getting a version of this person that nobody else has received before, because you awaken something within this person that nobody else has. Like you just do it for this person. I'm also being told that there's no better time than now to explore the possibilities of what you both can accomplish together and how you can grow together and how you can build together. So listen, if anyone's deserving of this chance to explore true love, it's them. And if you still feel like you need a little bit more information, you want to dive a little bit further into your personal love connection, tarot readings are available through my website, as well as a Goddess of Love channeled angel message. Okay, I just got the overwhelming sense that this person has something to say to you or something to give to you. This energy feels so good. Maybe there's something about the way that this person has you smiling lately that just, you know it's something. You know there's something there. We have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Whoa, okay. You can't really deny this one. You cannot deny the abundance that's here for you both, the nourishment that this connection brings you, the happiness that this person makes you feel, the way that you're coming together, the way that you're both coming together. You both have something so valuable to offer one another. However, I really do feel like this masculine energy wants to offer you something even more. It's like they know that they have to come in correct. They want to come into correct. They've never wanted to come in for someone the way that they want to come in for you. Okay, like you have to get that through your head, because there's something very significant about you being very confident in this connection. Like, listen, you're not going to feel insecure with this person. However, you might be fighting your own mind and thoughts and feelings and memories of the past. You got to fight that battle, because this person is worth it. Okay, the Five of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, fighting that battle, letting go of all the things that you know do not belong to this person when they come in, because they're so good. They bring such a caring and kind energy into your life. Like, it is not They know what they're doing, okay? This is somebody who is very familiar with the spiritual world, or at least with like the energy of the world and their ability to manipulate energy for their greater good, as well as others. Like, they do not use it against people. You're used to people who used it against people. The way that this magician is matching with the high priestess, no, stop. I can't handle it. I literally can't handle the power that I'm feeling between the two of you. Like, combined, it's almost like I have to like take a moment to breathe. The energy that the two, no, because when the two of you come together physically and walk into rooms and make your presence known, like, my body cannot handle this energy. Like, that's just too much. Like, people are probably gonna either be staring at you or looking away, because that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of love energy. Like, your power, both of your powers are based in love. Like, both of you heavily desire one another, but also the freedom of one another. It's like, you just want to have a good time. You just want your person to have a good time. They want to see you have a good time. Life of the party, okay? The two of you are going to be life of the party, talk of the town, maybe even a lot of gossip going around. Let them talk, let them watch, because you're going to give them a show. There's a lot going on for you with the world and the Nine of Swords. You might be right in the middle of something as well. Your person, too. This is opening up a portal to an entire new world for you. And this love connection is the catalyst, or at least the initiate. It's like, even the smallest amount of contact with this person has you completely rethinking the way that you see how you show up in this world, the way that you desire to show up in this world. People are not going to be able to handle your energy. Like, I am telling you, you are going to have so much that people are going to walk away from you. It's like with a handful of gold, like feeling like angelic energy, feeling as if they just were reborn. That's the type of energy you get when the two of you are together. You're changing lives, okay? This love is going to change lives. King of Wands on the bottom. Such a good heart. Such a good heart. Also a willingness, Seven of Cups, a willingness to do whatever it takes to make sure that you feel chosen, to make sure that you feel protected, to make sure that you feel full, content, satisfied. I'm going to leave it at that. I love you so much. If you'd like to receive a personal reading, those are available through my website. You can click the link in my bio. If you'd like to work with me on a more personal basis, I offer my texting membership through the Garden of Eden. So you can receive channeled messages, thoughts, ideas, personal notes from my journal, as well as candle rituals and meditations. Again, you can find that on my website if you click the link in my bio. Dear soul, if these words have reached your heart, please don't scroll away as if this moment was ordinary. You were brought here for a reason. Heaven wanted you to hear this message today. Right now, place your hand over your heart and boldly declare, I am chosen. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. God is writing a beautiful story through my life. My love is protected. My future is secure. And His promises over me will never fail. Say it again. Then say it one more time. Let these words become stronger than your fears, louder than your doubts, and deeper than every wound you've carried. Even if you can't see what God is doing, He is already working behind the scenes, preparing blessings that no one can take away from you. As you leave this message, don't leave your faith behind. Carry this promise with you wherever you go, knowing that the God who called you has never stopped fighting for you. And if this message touched your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs hope today. Somewhere, someone is silently crying, questioning their worth, wondering if God still sees them. Your share could become the answer to their prayer. It could remind them that they are loved, chosen, and never alone. If the Holy Spirit places it on your heart to support this ministry, you can do so through a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or whatever God leads you to give, every gift becomes part of something much greater than a donation. It becomes a seed of hope, helping us reach hearts that desperately need encouragement, healing, and God's love. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for standing with this mission. We pray that God blesses you beyond anything you could ask or imagine, opens doors no one can shut, restores what has been lost, and pours out His favor upon your life and your family. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may every seed you sow today become a harvest of joy, peace, breakthrough, and answered prayers in God's perfect timing. Together, we are more than a community. We are a family of faith, lifting one another, sharing God's love, and reminding the world that no soul is ever forgotten by heaven. There are people in this world who have learned very carefully and very deliberately how to hold themselves together. You've probably met them. Maybe you've admired them. The ones who walk into a room and carry a quiet authority, never too loud, never too much, always composed. The kind of person who handles difficult situations with a steadiness that makes everyone around them breathe a little easier. The kind who has mastered the delicate art of presenting exactly as much of themselves as they want to present and no more. This person is one of those people. In their friendships, they are dependable and measured. At work, they are the one others look to when things get complicated. In social situations, they navigate with an ease that looks effortless from the outside because they've been doing it for so long that it has become second nature. They know how to be in the world without being consumed by it. That is their gift. That is the armor they've built carefully over years of learning what it costs to be too open. And then there is you. The unraveling. Something happens to this person when you appear. It isn't dramatic. It doesn't come with a soundtrack or a slow motion moment. It's quieter than that. More intimate. Like a lock clicking open somewhere inside them that they didn't even know was locked. Like a muscle they've been holding tense for so long, finally, involuntarily releasing. They turn to mush. Their own word for it, if they were being honest, would be something they'd immediately want to take back. Because admitting it feels like handing someone the key to every room in your house, including the ones you haven't cleaned in years. But the truth is the truth. Around you, the composure cracks. Around you, the carefully maintained walls start to feel less necessary. Around you, they look at themselves in the mirror of your presence and see someone softer, more alive, more real than they usually allow themselves to be. And that terrifies them and thrills them at the same time. Because here is the thing about people who are skilled at holding it together. They spend an enormous amount of energy maintaining that image. And what you offer without even trying is the rare and precious possibility of rest. The possibility of being seen without performance, of loving without armor, of letting someone else into the private, unpolished interior of who they actually are. They have never let anyone in the way they are letting you in. Not like this, not even close. What they see when they look at you, they don't just see someone attractive, though they find you beautiful in ways that catch them off guard at unexpected moments. The way you laugh at something, the specific way you tilt your head when you're thinking, the way your eyes do that thing. They notice all of it. They catalog it, actually, in the quiet way of someone who is trying to memorize something they're afraid of losing. But it goes deeper than that. When this person looks at you, they see something they didn't know to look for. Something they had maybe stopped believing existed. You represent to them a kind of love they had intellectually understood was possible, but had never personally encountered, the kind that doesn't demand that you perform, doesn't ask you to be more or less than what you are, doesn't come with conditions printed in invisible ink that you only discover after it's too late. You are, in the most genuine sense, more than they thought they were allowed to have. And that is both wonderful and frightening. Because when something is more than you thought you were allowed to have, the first instinct is not gratitude. The first instinct is suspicion. Is this real? Is this going to last? What is this going to cost me? They cycle through these questions in the small hours of the night, and then they look at you or think of you because you're already a permanent resident in their mind, and questions quiet down. Not because they've been answered, but because something in your presence makes them feel like whatever the cost is, it's worth it. Ancestral hands guiding you closer. Here is something that might surprise you, something that deserves to be said with care. You are not navigating this connection alone. There are forces older than either of you, wiser than either of you, that are actively drawing you together. Family members who are no longer in this physical world, but who watch over you with a tenderness that doesn't diminish with death. They see this person. They have looked at who they are, at the quality of their heart, at the way they treat the things they love, and they are approving. They are nudging. They are creating the circumstances that keep bringing you back into each other's orbit, even when logic or fear tries to intervene. This person might even carry a familiar energy. Something in the way they hold their strength steady without being rigid, protective without being controlling, warm without being weak, might remind you of someone you loved deeply once. Someone older, someone who taught you without using those exact words what safe love was supposed to feel like. Pay attention to that recognition. It is not coincidence. It is confirmation. The battle that lives in your own mind, but here is where the story asks something of you. And it's the hardest part, if we're being honest. This person is not going to make you feel insecure. They are not the problem. The challenge, the real one, lives inside you. In the part of you that has been here before, that has opened its heart before, that has believed before, and had that belief shattered in ways that left marks you still carry quietly into new spaces. You know these thoughts. The ones that arrive uninvited when something feels too good. This won't last. Something is going to go wrong. I shouldn't trust this. I've been here before. Those thoughts aren't wisdom. They're wounds. They're the scar tissue of old love that didn't survive trying to protect you by making you small, by making you pull back before someone else can push you away. And they don't belong here. Not in this. Not with this person. Because this person is not the ones who came before. This is someone who wants to come in correctly, who feels, perhaps for the first time in their own life, that showing up fully matters. That you deserve to be approached with intention and care and something that actually resembles what you've always deserved but rarely received. They have never wanted to get it right for someone the way they want to get it right for you. The battle you need to fight right now is not with them. It is with the version of yourself that doesn't yet believe this is real. That is the fight, and it is worth fighting. The deep realization, there is an insight that sits underneath all of this. One that is easy to miss because it asks you to look in an uncomfortable direction. You have spent years, perhaps your entire romantic life, encountering people who used their energy, their awareness, their understanding of human emotion against you. People who knew how to read a room and used that skill to manipulate rather than to connect. People who were perceptive enough to see your softness and use it as a weakness rather than honoring it as a gift. This person is not that. They carry a spiritual intelligence. an intuitive understanding of energy and how it moves between people that is genuine and rooted in care rather than control. They know how to work with the invisible forces of the world, not to gain an advantage over others, but to create something expansive and meaningful. They are perceptive, yes, but they use that perception the way it was always meant to be used, to understand, to connect, to protect. For the first time in perhaps a very long time, someone's awareness of you is working in your favor rather than against you. Let that sink in. Really let it. Because understanding the difference between someone who sees you in order to use you and someone who sees you in order to love you properly, that difference is everything. What happens when two powerful people find each other when you and this person exist in the same space? Something shifts in the atmosphere. It's not imagined. Other people feel it. They can't always name it, but they feel it. That particular electricity that comes from two people whose energies are not just compatible, but complementary. Like two instruments that were made for the same song, discovering each other for the first time, and playing something that makes everyone in the room stop what they're doing and listen. You are going to walk into rooms together and people are going to stare. Not just because of how you look, though that's part of it, but because of what radiates from the two of you when you're together. A warmth, a power, a fullness that is almost contagious. People will leave conversations with you feeling inexplicably better, lighter, as though something in your combined presence gave them permission to be more of themselves. This love is not just for the two of you. It never was. Love, this real, this rooted, this full, it spills. It reaches people. It changes the temperature of a room. You are going to change lives together without even trying, simply by choosing each other and showing the world what it looks like when two people who are genuinely good for each other decide to stop being afraid. A love that chooses you. Every day, this person is not passive in how they feel about you. There is nothing passive in this energy at all. They carry a deep, active willingness to make sure you feel chosen. Not once, not in a single, sweeping, romantic gesture, but consistently. In the ways that matter. In the everyday architecture of a life shared with someone who genuinely sees your value. They want you to feel protected. Not in the suffocating way, not in the way that makes you smaller, but in the way that lets you be bigger. The way that means you can move through the world knowing there is someone who has your back without needing to be asked. They want you to feel full, emotionally, spiritually, in all the ways that past loves failed to reach. You, and I want you to hear this completely, You deserve exactly this kind of love, not a version of it, not a diluted, complicated, conditional approximation of it. The real thing, fully present, fully intentional, fully yours. The arrival, so here you are, standing at the threshold of something that might be the most significant love of your life. And the only thing standing between you and fully receiving it is the willingness to believe you deserve it. Not because you've earned it through suffering. Not because enough time has passed. But because you are, simply and completely, someone who deserves to be loved this well. The old cycles are closing. The old wounds are being asked to step aside. Something new, something lasting, something real is beginning. Let it begin. Let this person show you what it feels like to be loved by someone who has never loved quite like this before. Let yourself be the reason someone's heart goes soft in a room full of people. Let yourself be someone's exception, their only one, their quiet revolution. Because that is exactly what you are to them. And it's about time you let yourself believe it.